We've had a lot of teachers talking to us about how the children are very hungry in school and how it's difficult for them to focus and to concentrate because they're so hungry.
Those children ate 5 days during the school week, Monday through Friday, a breakfast and a lunch. And then when they came back on Monday, it was as if they had been starving.
We have kids that are hungry and we can't educate these children if they're hungry. We need to fill their bellies so we can, fill their minds.
I had no idea that there are children going home on Friday not eating until Monday.
I saw the proposal and I thought, well, let's write one and see if we get accepted by Leadership Toledo.
The ultimate goal of our team, and I think we all agreed about this, there isn't one student in our community that goes home from school on Friday and doesn't eat again until Monday.
We live in a very corporate world, very competitively corporate world that has in many ways lost sight of what's the larger impact. And Leadership Toledo is about encouraging people to step up.
There's two aspects to the program. The first aspect is that you get together once a month for 9 months and you explore a different part of the city of Toledo. One day you'll spend on education, one day you'll spend on healthcare, and so you learn about these different aspects of the city. That's one part of the program. The second part is that you get to work on a project for a not-for-profit group, and you form teams within the members of the Leadership Toledo group, and you work on this project for the not-for-profit. So the experience is really threefold. One, you learn more about Toledo. Two, you get the opportunity to work on a team to help a not-for-profit. And three, you make great contacts with people you may never have the opportunity to meet, and you form some incredible bonds.
When I think back about my year in Leadership Toledo, probably the biggest day I've ever had in my life was at the Ability Center. I am a control freak. My friends, my colleagues all know that. And for me to give that up and to have somebody lead me around for a day, that experience will always be with me. It opened a whole new world for me in terms of what other people are all about. I'm better connected with myself in terms of who I am and where I think I fit in with this community. It was phenomenal.
When Catholic Charities came, they were looking for the team to explore options and avenues that would create the program. And so we did the research and looked at existing community programs, new programs, and then came back with 3 different options of how they could actually put this program together. This program is a backpack that goes home with those students filled with food that they can eat and make themselves to feed them over the weekend.
They came up with ideas that I would never have even thought of. My first thought was always you go to the food bank and get the food. They came up with this idea of using mobile meals to prepare the food and to have everything ready for us, to put it into the bags and to have their staff do the delivery.
It's collaboration, which is the way we need to work as a community. There are problems, and problems seem large, but if you start with a small part of a problem, it can change, it can happen. I can make a difference.
Youth today want to serve. Youth today want to help other people, and I think Leadership Toledo provides a vehicle for that to happen. The benefit of any girl from St. Ursula participating in Leadership Toledo, I feel, is that it develops her, first of all, to be the fullest person she can be, to give back to her community, wherever that community may be. And it's our hope that we are really preparing young women to be in Toledo and to help Toledo be the best city it can possibly be.
To me, Leadership Toledo meant the opportunity to connect with so many other powerful, life-changing youth, as well as the opportunity for me to help make a change in the Toledo area. I remember planning for for weeks for our garlic mustard pull at the Stranahan Arboretum.
Leadership Toledo is one of the best things that ever happened to the Stranahan Arboretum. Youth Leadership Toledo group came out to help us out with a new Earth Day project that I had in mind called the If You Can't Beat It, Eat It Garlic Mustard Pull and Cookout. We wanted to attract youth groups from all over the region and get them interested in coming out for a day of pulling this little weed out of the ground. They did everything from helping us to promote it to the different schools that they attended, through understanding how to communicate with the groups to get them interested and excited in it. But they also helped in the very minute-by-minute execution of the project. I think that experiences like this allow these youth to understand early on what it takes to meet community leaders, what it takes to put together a simple program, what it takes to get people enthused about things. And I think when you have those kind of qualities developed, you definitely have good community leaders.
I would describe YIPPY as a youth-run group with one common goal of helping other groups. A lot of groups out there are so busy and so tied up in what they're doing that they might not have the energies or the focus even to know where to go or where to ask or how to ask. And so we're the group that's learning how to do that and actually doing it for them. The process of raising the money, learning how to ask for money, learning what kind of money is floating out there that you just have to know how to really be a part of, and then getting the applications in from all these groups that are doing wonderful things that just need a little help to get going, and being that middleman, being that person that could put it all together was just incredible. I was 15 years old and doing that kind of fun work. It was just an awesome experience. That's all I can say, I guess, awesome.
Around my sophomore year, when I was in Leadership Toledo, I used to be very much a science major. And I think after this community involvement project that we did, I kind of felt like I didn't want to do that the rest of my life. So I think that project with Leadership Toledo really helped me start trying to look for something that I felt passionate about doing the rest of my life. And so I think that project led me to what I want to do now in advertising. It was definitely a stepping stone that I might not have gone to now if I didn't do that project.
It's really not a donation, it's an investment, because when it comes back around and you realize that what you contributed ends up helping the generations after you and generations after you, and that just betters the community.
Some of these little things that we did made such a big impact in different people's lives.
I honestly don't know what I would be doing if it wasn't for YIPPY. I say YLT also, but mostly YIPPY. I think that intimate experience, that bonding with my peers, that just that support from Leadership Toledo, from Dave, that you guys are 16 years old, but we trust that you're going to care about these things to make a good decision. And it happened. It was actually followed all the way through. And that's just incredible. That's the kind of accomplishment you don't normally get in your adolescence.